Hi Pisces, it's Kamakia here. Today I'm bringing you a spiritual reading with the Dreams of Gaia deck. This deck is so illuminating. It is so spiritual. It really is my favorite deck that I have. And so anyway, I decided not to put a table in front of me. I'm just cuddled up in bed, giving you guys a bunch of readings. I'm all cozy. It's cold out. So let's just pull one card at a time here, and we'll get some messages for you. Tell us about Pisces' spiritual journey. What's going on and what's coming for them. The Queen of Air. This card even has the Pisces symbol in the eyes. Look at this. Can you see that? I kind of want to turn on another light for you. I hope that it's bright enough. So, sorry. I think I can turn this up for you. Yeah. There we go. Can you see the Pisces symbol in the eyes? Wow. Okay, the Queen of Air with this beautiful owl on here. You are stepping into an energy, and I see the sword here, so it's bringing to mind the Queen of Swords as well. If you know anything about the tarot, the Queen of Swords is often interpreted by others and seen as aloof, closed off, unreachable. And the reason for this is because the reason people are going to be viewing you this way, dear Pisces, is because you have learned to set your boundaries with others. And I love this about you. You know, I'm a Pisces too, and my experience is that no one in my actual life here in Los Angeles is on a spiritual journey. I'm the only one who's walking that spiritual path, and I feel like that's the case for a lot of you. So what do we have to do at that point? We have to go on the internet and meet people, other spiritual friends, join spiritual groups, and all of these things. And what winds up happening is we come across a lot of crazy people. A lot of crazy people. And it's so tiresome because most of these people just want to drain your energy. They're literally energy vampires who can sense, you know, that this person has something really special. They're doing the spiritual work. They've done so much spiritual work. They've had spiritual awakenings. Their consciousness has expanded. They are closer to the goal than I am. And all I know is I'm like a moth to the flame to this person. And then when you're not always available for them because you've learned to draw your boundaries, people get butthurt. They see you as cold, you know, unloving, like you've abandoned them. But it's your energy, it's your time, and it's your choice what you want to do with it, dear Pisces. So don't feel any guilt over this, because you have just grown into someone who knows not to let people do that to you anymore. And you wasted a lot of time with a lot of people, talking to them, helping them, and just learning your lessons about it. You know, I'm not saying you can't talk to people on the internet. I'm not saying that you can't help people. But you're at this point now where a lot of you know what you're doing on your spiritual journey. You've gained a lot of clarity, like I said before. And you don't need to search around anymore. You know, you're doing your spiritual practices. You are, sorry, I keep saying you know. I hate when readers say that. I'll try not to do that. Sometimes speech patterns rub off, and I watch a lot of tarot readings on YouTube. So let's get another card for Pisces. I love the fact that you are drawing boundaries. And what you're going to find the more and more that you do this, drawing boundaries with people and not letting the energy vampires feed on you all the time, is you're going to have more energy. You're going to be happier. So it's going to be very positive in the end. Now we have the King of Water here. I don't know if any of you follow Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma, but this card always reminds me of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva is the Adi Yogi. He's the original yogi. So yogis really worship him. He's also the pure consciousness of the spirit, of the soul, which is beyond anything in this manifested realm, which is beyond the ego and self-obsession and bias and black and white thinking, dualistic thinking. He's beyond all of that. And that really is what the yogi is trying to attain through his spiritual practices. So I love this. You're going to be stepping a little bit closer to that pure consciousness. You're going to be gaining a little more peace. Some of you are going to have profound spiritual awakening, which takes you into this pure awareness state, which I can tell you is very intense. It's very intense, but it's also very freeing. Okay, we're going to leave that message there. I think that's it for that card. Let's pull another one. I'm not going to take that one only because I got a message to shuffle. So my intention was to shuffle. Alright. It was a really good card, but I just had the feeling that it wasn't your card. If it comes back out, it definitely was. Okay. The Six of Fire. The Six of Fire here. I'm going to pull a clarifier with this one, because this card is quite complex. There's a lot going on here. And every time I pull it, I get a different message. It's never the same one. So I just want a clarifier for this one. Eight of Pentacles. The message I'm getting here pertaining to your spirituality, my dear Pisces, is not to spread yourself too thin at this time. Don't try to be learning about every spiritual path and all the ancient. It's like the message I'm getting is there's too much information that you're trying to take in. And what you're being encouraged to do at this time is to actually release, surrender, and move towards that pure consciousness. And in pure consciousness, there is no knowledge. There's only reality. Reality that is not colored by your own personal, individual, egoic perception. I'm not saying that you can't, do research in the future on whatever you feel drawn to do, but at this time, it's time to dive within and to release programming that has conditioned you and put your consciousness in a box, in a cage. You're getting distracted by every little spiritual concept out there. And it's like a wild goose chase. But the thing is, you can only learn so much on the internet. And when you keep seeking for that next knowledge, it prevents you from diving within. And it's just time to dive within now. Okay, I feel like I reiterated, but nothing wrong with reiterations. Sometimes the messages just come that way so that you can definitely not forget the message. Next we have the 8 of Water. You know, we have so many water cards. This is the 3rd water card coming out. I've got all the cards over here on a table so I can look at the spread. Oh my gosh. My 3rd eye feels like it's on fire right now. And this is a really powerful card. Sorry guys, I'm having like an intense like spiritual Kundalini energy coming through me, and it's like so strong in my head. My head and my throat. So there's going to be throat openings. There's going to be 3rd eye chakra openings. You're going to step into this power, and please check out all the readings I've been doing this week. I've been pounding out the readings for you Pisces because I want this to be the Pisces party club. But there was a reading called something about a spiritual power awakening in you. Yeah. So that's what this card's talking about. You're going to come into a power like you never knew before. Like you never knew before, Pisces. This is epic. On the next full moon, sit outside, meditate, maybe have a fire. But do not let that full moon go by without sitting and meditating, because it's going to be epic. It is going to be freaking epic. Is that the entire reading, or shall I continue? Pull another one. I'm hearing. The Senshal. The Senshal is like a spiritual teacher. So you are a spiritual teacher, and it's time for you to start spreading the wisdom that you have. A lot of times Pisces doesn't realize how wise they actually are, because you already have that knowledge. So it's like old news to you, kind of. But other people need you to spread that knowledge to them. The world desperately needs you to share all of your revelations and realizations. Everything you've learned through all the hardships in life that you've gone through and conquered. Because Pisces has hit rock bottom and then come back. And, then they hit rock bottom again and they come back. And maybe you've always wondered why. Why is my life like this? Why do I always bounce to extremes? And why do I always have to learn a lesson the hard way? Well, the reason is because you're a Pisces. You came into this life ready for enlightenment. So all your karmas play out really quickly in this life. And and what that does is it brings you to bottom after bottom very quickly and harshly, so that you can learn your lessons. It's like a roller coaster ride. But the whole purpose of all of it was for your conscious expansion, for your spiritual growth. That is why I say that suffering is a blessing, because it truly is. When you learn from life and what you've been through. And you have, Pisces. You really have. This reading feels done now. That was a beautiful ending. You are the sun shell. You're the spiritual teacher. It's time to step into those shoes. A lot of you don't feel ready, but you are. And the world needs you right now. There's a lot going on out there, and people don't know how to cope. But you, my dear Pisces, do. Share that with the world. Share that with the world. Down below, there's a link to my Facebook group where I provide readings, of course, and spiritual guidance sessions in general. I like to help people and give them tools for life. So, until next time, love and blessings. Bye-bye for now.